Welcome back to the show, everybody. Check these headlines today. SEC versus Ripple. Ripple gets another chance. We're also going to hear from John Deaton, who gives us a possible Ripple XRP outcome where only Bitcoin and XRP may be safe. Get $1,000 worth of XRP. This ain't no scam, ladies and gentlemen. This is very real. You're going to want to know about it. CIA and crypto projects, 3 billion Tether in 3 days. Stable coins in Japan, it's coming. XRP, another delisting. We'll talk about that. Bitstamp and Coinbase are moving tens of millions of XRP around. I thought they weren't selling any. What's going on there? We're going to get into that and so much more. OCC banks and crypto. And Zago co-founder says the XRP Ledger is light years ahead of the rest. Somebody roll that beautiful intro.
This is Digital Perspectives with Brad Kimes. Subscribe for new content notifications. Now, here's Brad Kimes. Come on in.
Welcome back to the show, everybody. You can follow me on Twitter at BackupBradleyAbove and everything that we're talking about here today. It is December 7th, 2021 right now. And we say 2.375 cryptocurrency market cap. We're up 6.80%. How about that for putting some gains back on the board here? Right now, Bitcoin is over 51,000. I did buy the dip. Yes, I did. I did buy the dip. I bought it on Bitcoin and buying it on XRP. Ethereum right now, $4,300 plus, and we see Solana coming in at $200 almost on the nose. And Cardano is at $145 right now. It's up 10.84%. And we see XRP up 6.93 on the 24-hour, and we are at 83 cents. Let's look at the range of price really quickly, ladies and gentlemen. It is 0.7789 on the low side and 0.8515 on the top. Let's take a look at this. How about getting 1,000 XRP? Yeah, it's very, very real. Covering this from ProCoin News. If you're not following them, you should be. This is linked to, baby. If you go into this, you know I tell you about linked to all the time. You want $1,000 of XRP for free? Here's how. It says all you have to do is if you go into and buy from Uphold, right? It's from Uphold and Link to. Uphold, in my opinion, is the best exchange out there. Why do I say that? It's because it's so far the only exchange that has sent me my Songbird tokens, he says. It's also one of the only ones that never shut down in trading XRP. Uphold's making all the right moves. And then he goes on to say here, he says, right now what I want to talk about is Uphold, how you can literally receive $1,000 in XRP from Link to back into your Uphold wallet entirely from free. All you have to do is take some of your crypto and get $1,000 worth of XRP, use your Uphold wallet, and receive XRP. That's what this is about. Once you use your wallet from Uphold for the rest of December to make an investment and link to, we'll put $1,000 worth of XRP back into your wallet. But wait, there's more. Invest in Ripple using XRP from your Uphold wallet, and we will make that $1,500 worth of XRP. If you're not aware of Link2, this is by all accounts a fantastic company, and it really is. You know how you always hear people getting invested in companies before they go public? This is exactly how you do it with private investing made simple with Link2, ladies and gentlemen. This is what they do. They have had many, many great offerings like Coinbase and Ripple, Kraken, and Uphold. Make sure you check them out. I tell you all the time about them. Get signed up, and if you are accredited, you can purchase from your Uphold wallet and get 1,000 or 1,500 XRP put back in it. Now that's very, very real. And so is this. The CIA says it has several projects on crypto. Yeah, I think we're well aware of that, right? I think we're also well aware too that these three-letter agencies are involved probably in the early days of Bitcoin itself. Not a shocker here. Looking right here, another not a shocker, but what is going to come of all of this? Tether printed 3 billion USD Tether in 3 days. They're going to single-handedly save crypto markets, says Crypto Wolf. You know, look, this is interesting because, you know, as we see restrictions and regulations coming out for stablecoins and crypto, I do believe that Tether, being the largest private stablecoin, is going to continually come under the gun and the crosshairs for regulation. We shall see how it all shakes out here. But we see some evidence of that happening around the world. Stablecoins to face new restrictions in Japan. Only banks, wire transfer companies would issue currency-backed coins like Tether. See, they're starting to bottleneck all of this so they can really harness this entire on and off ramps to this new asset class. Don't believe it. It's still true. And in Canada, I think we reported this originally when it was first announced a few months ago, but Canadian exchange Newton_crypto is delisting XRP, and USD Tether will no longer be supported on Newton as of January 15, 2022, and the phase-out process will begin on December 20th. But what I find interesting here, because we know that there's been a lot of exchanges that don't want to find themselves targeted because they're carrying the asset, right? And God bless Uphold and BitTrue, who have not wavered the entire time that this case has been going on. However, what is really shocking in contrast to that is what is Bitstamp doing with this XRP? 29 million plus XRP. Where is it all going? And you know what? It doesn't stop there, because Coinbase is a part of that too. 39.4 million XRP transferred from Bitstamp to an unknown wallet. And what are Coinbase and Bitstamp doing with all of this XRP, even though it's delisted? This stuff really baffles me, and I'm glad to see it does XRP Crypto Wolf, and I know so many others out here as well. The OCC highlights digital assets and risk report for banks. Now, if I go into this, there's a spot I do want to read to you out of this. But before I do, I want to say this. Delisting in Canada. We know it's very limited to get XRP. Uphold and BitTrue are my main two places for that, especially Uphold for me at the moment. You know, when I think, like, where does this all shake out? This lack of regulation, right? This lack of clarity. We understand that for the assets that actually have use case, if we can just get to a place where we have regulatory clarity, which will allow really true adoption of the use of these assets and these technology blockchain protocols, we can really let innovation truly prove out at that point, right? Because use case utility will be the price driver of these different protocols and tokens. And that's the moment, one of the big moments we're all waiting for. Well, when I see this article that reaffirms that the Brian Brooks issuances under the previous administration were issued, have now been green-lighted, with a reminder to everyone in the banking world, if you're going to offer these things, you better have the supervisory okay to do so, and make sure all your checks and balances are in place in order to do so. Banks and other regulated institutions should check with their OCC supervisor before they begin any offering services in the digital asset sector. The report says these services include custody, derivatives products, and access to third-party crypto products. This includes ensuring sufficient knowledge and expertise in the underlying products and services processes to identify and address strategic, operational, compliance, reputational risk. Sound risk management of crypto-related products offering include alignment with bank strategic goals, risk appetite, resources, and expertise, report says. It goes on and on. I think you get it from there. But the bigger point for me is they wouldn't be doing any of this with the banks if the banks weren't about to take off and they're going to take this market over. Don't believe it, it's still true. Whatever exchanges are out here are about to be bait on a hook, and they're going to either see an acquisition or a merger, right? With the big banks coming in and buying these exchanges up. They have been watching for more than a decade their own customers go to a coin crypto exchange and buy the crypto that they want. That is about to forever change. And you know what that tells me? It tells me that however far away we may feel that we are from some kind of legislation from Congress, well, we're going to get it. We may not even like all of it, but we're going to get it, and crypto will be normalized, and it will be held by the banks. You can believe it. There is no doubt about that in my mind, or this would not even be an article, right? So keep that in mind as we move forward with all of this lack of clarity. When are we going to see it? You can bet your bottom dollar we're going to see it pretty damn soon, because if the banks are moving forward to offer it, Congress will get off their duff for the banks if they don't for us. Zago co-founder said the XRP Ledger is light years ahead. I'm inclined to agree with him, even with the recent troubles we've seen with the public side of the ledger. This is a reminder that Ripple partner Zago utilizing XRP to move money across Africa. So they're not just saying it, they're putting their money where their mouth is here. The XRP, by the way, this article is phenomenal. You can find it on my Twitter, and you should read every word of it. I'm just going to highlight here, the XRP Ledger uses a validator network to manage the decentralized ledger. This is different from proof of work because it uses different algorithm to reach consensus. Validators do not get incentivized through a block reward to validate transactions. Therefore, no new coins get minted in the process. Instead, coins must get issued to come into existence. This is the reason the XRP Ledger is so much more faster and efficient than other cryptocurrency blockchains, as there is no proof of work. How would XRP come into existence and why is it needed? XRP Ledger open source, and anyone who is interested can participate on the network. You can build gateways, exchanges, and other interesting functionality with the XRP Ledger. The consensus algorithm can handle about 1,500 transactions per second, and with payment channels, you can push this to much higher throughput. This is a great article. I just wanted to give you that as to the ground basis of why he's making that claim, and the fact that they have been working with Ripple for a while now, and they are using this technology to move money across Africa. So big things coming around the world. Remember, this SEC case is as much a vetting process for the world and the sophisticated financial institutions and central banks as it is a legal case itself. So looking right here, Ripple offered new chance to argue for SEC documents on XRP, ETH, and Bitcoin. You know, there are a small handful of documents, like 3 documents, that are really in question here that Ripple is fighting for the SEC. There was a recent decision in another case that has changed the DPP, the deliberative privilege process, I believe it is. And basically, they are trying to re-argue the fact that whatever the ruling was in that other case, the court should still be allowed to do in-camera review on those documents, and hopefully revealing that it is pertinent to the case that Ripple is making about the similarities and comparisons to Ethereum and Bitcoin, and that they should be relevant to the case and go past any judgment that was made in a previous or other case. We'll see how that goes. Here's where we need to go, though. This is the one and only John Deaton right here, ladies and gentlemen. He is the voice of the XRP holder. And he has here a couple of rulings, and a bull market could transform XRP into the only altcoin with clarity. What have I been saying on this channel? I say it all the time. When this case is over, XRP will be the most compliant, vetted digital asset on planet Earth. And where do you think the institutions, hedge funds, sophisticated financial institutions, central banks are going to want to put their money at that point? Anyone? Well, when you think of this, and then you hear John Deaton break it down, who's a lawyer and an investor in this space, understands this space to a very high degree. I hear this is really some food for thought here, ladies and gentlemen. Let him walk you through it, how a couple rulings in the bull market could transform XRP into the only altcoin with clarity. There's a way for Ripple case to end and all parties win. It requires 2 things: favorable rulings for Ripple on fair notice, and a deliberative process privilege, which we just covered. An altcoin bull market causing XRP to surpass its all-time high, for example, hitting $5 or higher. Ripple owns over 50 billion XRP. At $5, XRP equals being worth $250 billion, significantly more valuable than Morgan Stanley or Goldman Sachs. If Judge Torres denies the SEC motion to strike the fair notice defense, and Judge Netburn overrules the SEC's claim that Bitcoin and Ethereum XRP documents we mentioned are privileged, Gary Gensler and the SEC could be facing a very significant precedent, setting loss with huge implications. Those implications could cause the SEC to avoid a trial or summary judgment. If XRP were to hit $5, Ripple could sell 10% of the monthly unlocked escrow and pay a settlement, fine totaling as high as $500 million. providing Gensler with a big public victory bragging rights. It would be one of the biggest settlements in SEC history if the settlement includes a declaration that ongoing sales of XRP are not securities. XRP gets relisted and clarity is established. The SEC can use the money to create a fund that helps reimburse harm XRP holders because of John Deaton's case. And if you have not joined that class action lawsuit, I'd highly recommend that you do. Gensler gets credit for helping his political chances because, ultimately he wants to probably end up being a U.S. Treasurer at some point too. Ripple goes public and immediately becomes one of the most valuable fintech companies in the world, replacing Swift, which I have said on this channel countless times. RippleNet is the new Swift. It is the digital arm of Swift, whether they like it or not. Ripple itself could actually even remain a blockchain infrastructure company, and RippleNet could just actually be the overlay of Swift, bringing it up to the current age and time. Returns for battling Ether for number 2 spot. XRP holders to get to finally see which technology wins. Does everyone win in the above scenario? The SEC wins, Ripple wins, XRP holders who never sold win. But what about other crypto projects if the above scenario happens? Ironically, only Bitcoin and XRP would be safe. Can ETH investors honestly say that they're not worried, or Cardano? During the investigation, Charles Gasparino and Eleanor Terrett from Fox spoke to former SEC officials. Listen to what Gasparino said on the Liz Claman show. This is January 1st. This was shared. Listen.
Kind of agreed on a lot of this stuff involving what is a security coming under the SEC's regulatory umbrella and what isn't. Bitcoin, not. Ethereum, not, according to both of them.
Not a security.
Not a security, according to Clayton, and probably we don't know about Gensler. He's gone, he's all over the place with that. I think he's waiting for the Ripple case to determine whether to go back and ding Ethereum, to be honest with you. That's how crazy this is getting. But they both agree on Ripple, and why that wasn't brought up, why they didn't mention that, is just beyond me. Listen, I know it's a very controversial subject, Liz. We brought it up. Ellie Terran and I did a huge investigation on this. It is consuming the crypto regulatory world. I can't understand why they didn't do it. John Deaton, though, says expect more regulation. That was the sort of top line number or statement from Gensler. Remember.
And there you have it right there. And I tell you, not long ago, we saw an issuance from the SEC backing away from the William Hinman speech by stating that Ethereum was not designated as clear or cleared by the SEC at all, rather. So it gets even more interesting to see how this case shakes out and whether Gary Gensler will turn around and go tag Ethereum, which he should, honestly. They did do an ICO without registering. After investigating, Gasparino concludes that it's possible for Gensler waiting on the outcome of the Ripple case. He may go after Ethereum. The outcome isn't limited to winning on the merits. The outcome could be a huge settlement. And I think that would look for that more than anything. The reason Gensler won't comment on whether he believes Ether is a security, it's because he wants the option of going after them. And I completely agree with that and have said it many times on the channel. What's crazy ironic is that Gensler at the helm, the lawsuit could ultimately give Ripple and XRP an advantage moving forward, because this case is a vetting process. How long have I been saying it? John Deaton's laying it out for you here. That's what we're talking about. This painful moment is about making XRP the most compliant, vetted asset on planet Earth. I got diamond hands up in here. Just bought some yesterday and buying more today. Watch me. That's going to do it for me. Not financial advice from me or anyone else, just my digital perspectives. Make sure you check out all the links in the description and comment box. They are great products and specials and deals that I use each and every day, and I know a lot of you out here are looking for them too. So make sure you click on them and check them out. And I'll catch all of you on the next one.